Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. Are you ready to learn a thing or two or get a little refresher on some things? Grab your paper and sharpen those pencils. You got a paparazzi OG in the house today. So come on in this room, say hello when you get here. I am super excited to share 20 tips. Yeah, 20, girl. I got some things for you guys that's going to help you with your business. Yes? Can we get an amen? Yes? So come on in. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Say hey down in the comments. I've got a mule over here that demands attention from time to time, so hopefully he'll be all right. So let me introduce myself. My name is Lori, and I am a paparazzi OG. I started my business in December of 2011. Oh, I have a 4-digit code. My number is 3189. I've been with the company. I'm in my 9th year now. And over the years, I can tell you that there have been many ups and downs with life and business. And it's okay. But I've learned a thing or two about a thing or two over the years. And those are some of the things that I want to share with you today. So come on in. Let me swipe comments and see if anybody's here. Please say hello. So first and foremost, I want to share with you guys, there are lots of training. There are lots of tools for you to use in your business, whether you get them from paparazzi directly with the things that we have to offer and the training that you get from other paparazzi elite or other consultants. The most important thing that I want you guys to take from this is that take your notes, but pick something and put it into action, okay? The things that we're going to talk about today are not necessarily actions with specifics like book a party or drop a wall drop or things like that. But I know that we can get overwhelmed, and I know that we can get kind of in learning mode, which is good, but we also have to put that back in together and put action into it. So if I can give you anything at all today, make sure you implement one new thing in your business this week and then master that and then start something else next week, okay? Because I know we can get like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. But we also have amazing recognition program within paparazzi, along with the ranks and the life of the party and Crown Club and things like that, right? So we have lots, plus all the contests that they run. So we have lots of recognition and lots of ways for you to put in the hustle muscle and get extra recognition through the company. You also have amazing incentives and support within this team itself. Sarah is an amazing girl, and so is Miss Angela, your elite leaders here. We are sister paparazzi consultants. We're not the same team, but that's okay because we all work together, right? I met Sarah, oh good God, girl, it's 6-7 years ago. I don't even remember. Found her on Instagram, or she found me, I don't remember. And we just kind of tagged each other back and forth and, seeing each other's stuff on Instagram. And then I saw her at convention and I was like, I know you. And she's like, I know you. And we've spent several years working this business together. We've been on many trips together and even roomed one time, which was pretty cool. So you have an amazing leader, with her and Miss Angela. You guys have amazing leaders. You have amazing training within this group as well as other consultants. And what I want to tell you is put yourself on the scoreboard, whether it's within the team recognition or within paparazzi, because the challenges that you're given are only going to help you grow and reach bigger goals within paparazzi's recognition. So sometimes the small things that we have to do, the baby steps, we have to master those baby steps. We can't just think that we can book a party and be like, okay, I'm good. I'm good at booking parties. That's the last one I need. I'm good. No, you got to keep booking parties and you got to keep doing the things. So being consistent with things like that. And I don't want to preach to you about the consistency, thing, because you're probably blue in the face. I know. But I'm going to tell you what, change is hard. And when you try to implement something, it takes a minute to get that action going and get good at it and then perfect it and then create that habit, okay? So understand that change is hard and it takes time. So be consistent, be diligent. I'm going to give you guys some tips. I got kitty cats running all over the place and this dog. It's a zoo up in here, girl. But my earrings look good. These are one of the first pieces that I snatched 10, 20 years ago, whatever. And they're like, mine. So you guys agree we have an amazing company. Yes, We have amazing recognition programs and contests. And we have a very generous company, okay? Paparazzi is very generous, but they ain't stupid, okay? They're not going to give crowns and tiaras to the girl on Stuck. They're not. I mean, they love you. They do. But they're not going to give the girl on Stuck anything but the opportunity to get unstuck, okay? So we're going to work today, and I'm going to give you 20 tips on how you can kind of get unstuck and work through your business. And I challenge you to go back over these and really look at them, because sometimes you're going to hear things and it's going to go right over your head because you feel like you heard it 100,000 steps. I get it. I get it. But listen to me. Paparazzi does not give crowns and tiaras to the girl on Stuck. You want to get unstuck? Yes? This is the perfect time right now with this pandemic that's going on that you should be hustling. You should be hustling. People are buying stuff. I've sold 108 pieces of jewelry, which is amazing for me. It's been a minute since I've sold that much, which is probably not a whole lot to some others, but that's okay. You know, I'm very proud of myself. I did $500 in sales last week. Yes, girl. Okay. We got to get unstuck. We got to get on the scoreboard, and we just got to understand that if we want more, we got to do more. Okay. And if we can't do more, be more. Do what you can. So 20 tips. Are you ready? Get your little notebooks out. Let's do this. I've got a show in 35 minutes. I got to do my show. So first off, have a positive attitude. Positive attitude. Be positive. Even if you don't feel like being positive. If you're going to be grouchy over here. Okay. Don't be grouchy over there. Don't get out there and start blasting things and being ugly. And, you know, with anything. I mean, it doesn't have to be with business, but, you know, you can't, keep in mind, people are looking for you. And if they find you and they see you're in a foul state, or you're grouchy, or you're ugly, blasting it on Facebook, swipe right, swipe left, whatever. Okay. Have a positive attitude. If, you know, things aren't going with your business and you're frustrated and you're stuck, hopefully this video is going to help you. If you don't get brand new releases today or last week and you ain't got nothing in a while and daggone it and system sucks and blah, 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 guess what? You're going to be all right. And if you portray that negativity and that attitude, yeah, I get frustrated too. I do. I've thrown my phone across this room several times. And you know, I get it. I understand. But the beauty of it is that tomorrow's a new day. Okay, we get new releases again tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day. And so I know that my business is not going to suffer because I didn't get that one thing or two things. I know. It's okay. We have tons of stuff. So having a positive attitude goes a long way, not only on your Facebook profile, things that you post, but don't you dare get on the company profile and the paparazzi sites and start bitching. Please don't do that. That is so bad for you, for me, and for the company. That's all I'm going to say about that. Have a positive attitude. Yes? Number 2, servanthood. Play team ball. Okay? This is your business and this is your thing, but it ain't all about you. Sometimes you need to make it about other people, whether it's your customers. You need to give more to your customers. You need to give more to your team. Play team ball. I'm not kidding. You're on an amazing team. We all are in amazing teams. And it's important that you put yourself on that scoreboard in a place that represents you. Okay, do the best that you can and play team ball. Be about everybody else. And you're going to see that more is going to come to you when you put more out there. Okay, so have an attitude of servanthood and give. Trust me, I don't want to say it's like the trick, but it works. You know, if you're giving love and you're giving happiness and spreading joy and confidence and cuteness and you're doing the thing, it only makes sense that more of that is going to come back to you. And at the same note, if you're griping and you're complaining and you're whining and it only makes sense that that's going to come back to you too. So one of my favorite quotes from the movie The Secret is, instead of expecting a bill in the mail and the worry and the that's coming in the mailbox, expect the check. Okay? So, number 3, continue to learn and grow. You always need to be a student in your business. I've been here for over 8 years. I am constantly learning from new people, new leaders, and they don't even have to be elite. I mean, there's some people that just come up with some fantastic ways to do things. I have a system, and sometimes there's something missing in my system, and I'll learn it from somebody else who does it like this. It's like, that's what it was. Or I'll learn a new way to, show off my jewelry, or I'll learn new ways to promote my business on social media, or ways to trick the algorithm, whatever it may be. I'm constantly learning. And even in the stage that I'm at with being here for as long as I have, I probably watched 3 or 4 videos of different trainers every day. Every day. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm sitting here glued to my phone and that's all I'm doing is watching a video. I'll have it on and I'm working my orders or pulling jewelry or getting things done and I'm listening. Okay, and if something comes across, it's like, ooh, that's a good idea. I'll come over to my notebook, because I got one, you got one too, and I'll write it down, and I'll put it on my little master list of things to do. And then to not overwhelm myself, because there's so many great ways that we can work our business, I'm going to keep my habit that I already have going on and implement one thing a week and master that. And then do the next thing, so I don't get overwhelmed, because there's so many cool ways that we can do things that I want to be like, I get excited. I'm like, oh, I want to do that. I want to do that. I want to do that. And I'll make my schedule and I'll have it jam-packed full of everything I want to get done. And then the end of Monday, or the end of the first day that I plan to do this, I'm like, oh, I set myself up for failure because I bit off more than I could chew. So don't do that. Pick one thing to implement in your business a week, and then do that thing every day for that week. Okay. So, but always continue to learn and grow. You're always going to find out things. I caution you to be in learning mode and not action mode, like I mentioned in the beginning, because you could sit there and watch videos and get ideas all day long and be really pumped up and then go to bed and do nothing and then get up and do it the next day. You got to implement, you got to take action, and that's important. Okay. So number 4, follow through. That kind of piggybacks that one. You have to, we can't just plant the seed and then sit back and watch it grow, because it's not going to grow. You got to water it. You got to weed around it. You got to put things on it to keep the bugs away from it. And we got bugs in our life, right? We got to take care of stuff, make sure it gets plenty of sunshine, nurture it, love on it a little bit, sing it a song. I don't care. But you gotta do things and follow through with your steps. If you have a list of potential people, and you probably do, and if you don't, make one, okay? You could sit there and look at that list till you're, I don't even know, fill in the blank, but you have to follow through and talk to those people. And you can't just talk to those people and then not come back and talk to them again or follow up with them again. The F word is a horrible thing, and it kills us because we don't like to follow up. We don't like to follow through. And that's very self-sabotaging, because you're leaving money on the table, okay? Number 5, my favorite, resiliency. Girl, bounce back, okay? If I could tell you one thing in my life in this business, and with my life in this business, I've had some tough times. I've lost everything I've had. I've got divorced. I've lost my daddy. I've lost my dog. I lost my house. I was a country song, okay, for a good little minute. And one thing I knew, without a shadow of a doubt, was that I had jewelry. And as long as I showed my jewelry, sold my jewelry, did whatever I could do to get it in front of people, I was going to be all right. Okay. And it took me a minute to get back up on my feet and sell all the jewelry I had. I have no vintage, because I lived off of my sales until I got back on my feet and got momentum going again with the team and all of that. So bounce back. Okay. You stub your toe, you'll be all right. You're going to have leaders out there that are going to love you to death and pet you to death. And, oh, honey, just come on over here and sit down beside me. We're going to be all right. Okay. And you need that sometimes. And then you need a little tough love saying, girl, get up, wash your face, do the things. You'll be all right. And just kind of pat you off, pat you on the butt, and get you going again. Okay. So bounce back. It's so important, because we can have bad days. If you have a bad sale, or a live that didn't work out right, or the dog got in crazy, or the kids going nuts, or the hubs ain't helping, the house is a wreck, and You know, we can have days like that. Take your time, suck your thumb, wash your face, and get back after it. Okay, it's so important. Number 6, character. Charisma attracts people. You're fun, you're bubbly, you're fun and excited, and your energy is good. But character and integrity is what's going to set you apart. Okay, you got to do the things that you say you're going to do, and you got to follow through, and you got to do the stuff. Somebody buys a piece of jewelry from you, you better take their money and you better send it within a timely manner. If you say you're going to go live, go live. If you have a schedule and you got to stick to it because that's what we're telling you to do, then do it. No excuses, okay? But having good character where people can trust you and know that you're going to give them what they want is important, okay? Because you can be cute and it's fun and it's nice, but cuteness is only going to get you so far. You need to have that integrity and that character built in and building in, I should say, okay? Because it's not something we just pick up and go, I have it. Okay, so number 7, excellence. Okay, now, there's a difference between being perfect and doing everything excellent, and a difference between everything you know, put everything you have into everything that you do, okay? So there is no perfect. There is no right or wrong way. There are wrong ways, don't get me wrong, with compliance, but there's, you know, do something and get good at it and be excellent at that. And then, like I was saying, introduce something else and then get good at that and get excellent at that. And then before you know it, you're going to have a full plate of things that you're just so doggone good at. I'm going to see you on stage rocking that crown, right? Because paparazzi don't give the crown to the girl on stuck. Got to get motivated, highly motivated, okay? One thing, little tip extra, I used to tell my girls, and I still do because I've lived through it, I believe it. If you work your business today like it's the only source of income that you've got coming into your house, do you think you would work a little bit different? Probably would. And in some cases, right now, that might be true. Okay, we've got people laid off. We've got people not being able to work. Yeah, some people are getting supplemental income through unemployment and the stimulus checks, but that's not going to last so long. You know, if you treated your business like it was the only source of income, you would work differently. Okay, if you didn't sell 10 pieces of jewelry today, you can't eat. You can't put food on the table. If you don't sell 5 pieces of jewelry today, you're not going to be able to have lunch money for the kids' school tomorrow whenever they go back to school. You see what I'm saying? Have that mindset and think, I got to get this done, or I'm not going to be able to eat, or I'm not going to have the electricity, or I'm going to lose my car or my house, or fill in the blank, okay? Have that sense of urgency in there. And I promise, you'll be motivated because you'll be like, ooh, I gotta go to work. Okay, so treat it a little bit different, have that different mindset in there, and, you know, put excellence in your work. You know, make it good, okay? Number 8, be disciplined. Oh, we hate that word too, okay? I know, I get it, I know. And especially if this is the only thing that you do, and even if you had a job, you understand discipline because you go to work, you clock in on time, and you have a list of things to do, whatever they may be. And sometimes you can leave before they're done, or it's a daily thing, whatever the case may be. I've been out of the workforce for 15 years, so it's been a minute since I've had to punch a clock. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, paparazzi. But being disciplined means you do what you're going to do. You say, I'm going to go live, I'm going to show this, I'm going to do this and do this, and you do it whether you feel like it or not. Because you're not going to eat if you don't. Okay? So having that urgency put together with this is the only source of income I got to be disciplined or else. Okay? And I know it's tough. Like I said, change is hard and it takes time. It's tough. It's tough. Okay, number 9, good communication. And this is between you and your customer base and you and your team. Okay? And your upline. You need to know how to communicate with people. And I'm going to give you a quick little tip on when it comes to your customer base. And it can also be with your team members too for leaders. Understanding what people's trigger points are. And I don't mean like the not freak out, that's probably the wrong choice of words, but traumatic triggers. I'm not talking about that. But what makes people excited? What gets them kind of, ooh, you know, and understanding that with pretty much each and every customer or team member that you have, you'll be able to cater to them in such a more personal way that not only the message is getting across and whatever that is, but you also make them feel like you're there for them and you do listen and you understand. Okay. So think about this. There are pretty much 4 different personalities in people. Okay. We got Fashion Fix. So we got different personalities in Fashion Fix. Okay. The 4 different personalities are, you pretty much have the dominant trait. She's the CEO. She's the boss. She's the manager. She's the one driving. Okay. She's the one that has, you know, structure and discipline and things like that. You have another personality that's very bubbly and very energetic and, oh, I can't wait to get on stage. I love it. And, you know, you have your bubbly front row people, right? Then you have your steady and you're more calm. These are the moms and soccer moms, and, you know, and they may not even have children, but you still have that reserved and that systematic person that likes things a certain way. You know, little Johnny's got her lunch labeled and, or his lunch labeled, and, you know, there's certain things that they like a certain way and they're more reserved. And then you also have the personality that's very systematic. Those are your number girls. Those are your ones that will count every piece of jewelry that they've got and every color that they've got, and they like to follow a system. So if you understand, and you can kind of ask people what they like, if you know your customers and know their Fashion Fix, you kind of know. So to kind of give you, I know we have 5 Fashion Fix, but to kind of give you with the Fashion Fix resemblance to this analogy, Magnificent Musings. She's that dominant personality. She's the edgy. She's the funky. She likes that gunmetal and that black and that chic. Fifth Avenue, very, I like systematic. I like things bling. I like it, you know, loud sometimes. And then Magnificent Musings, which one is, or Glimpses of Malibu. That's your bubbly girl. That's your girly girl. That's your flowers and your pretties and your, you know, some people can't stand people like that. And everybody has their own personalities, and sometimes you got to turn the volume up and down on some things, you know, and then you've got your introverts and things like that, which would be more like Sunset Sightings. And, you know, the Santa Fe kind of sprinkles out all over the place. So you kind of get what I'm saying. If you understand how to talk to people, you'll be able to cater to them more with styles and collections. And when it comes to your team, you'll be able to understand their love language and what inspires them, in a sense of, do you like gifts? Do you like recognition? Do you like pat on the backs? Or do you want want me to hand you your tiara under the table and just let you know that you're doing a great job? So if you understand communication a little bit, you'll understand how to be fluent with everybody in all aspects. Does this make sense? That's a whole nother training. We could go like all day about that. So where was I? Number 9, communication. Number 10, have vision. You know, setting some goals and knowing what you want. You know, vision in this sense doesn't necessarily mean, you know, I visualize myself selling 25 pieces this week. You know, that's a goal. But visualize yourself reaching those ranks, and visualize yourself on stage at convention receiving your tiara or your crown or your elite necklace, or you're strutting your stuff with your crown club. Visualize that, okay? And make you a goal poster or a vision board and put those things in front of you. Trash your bathroom mirror, okay? Put it in front of you so it's a constant reminder, and make that vision become your reality. And if you work towards those things and you constantly have that in front of you, along with affirmations, which is another tip, you're going to get that good vibe, and you're going to be working towards that, and that positive energy with that positive attitude and the discipline and all the things coming into full circle, okay? But you got to have a little bit of a vision. Where you want to go, okay? Where you see yourself in this business. Hopefully it's the top. And right now, we don't have a top, because every time somebody reaches the top, they add to it. So there's no limits at all. Number 11, balance. Balance does not mean equal. I want you to know that. Balance means giving time to all the places that you need in whatever measurements that you feel necessary to get it done. Balance is one of those things that everybody's like, they want to split their day up in balance. They want to work, take a break, work, take a break, or go to work, go to kids, do things. And, they feel like they're out of balance because there's so many things going on. Balance is one of those things where, give you an example. Right after convention, I'm working my butt off. I'm hustling. I'm doing the things. I'm selling my jewelry. I'm booking my parties. I'm talking to recruits. I'm doing the things with the teams. I'm doing everything. I'm hustle mode and getting ready for the holiday season. And, convention puts you in that hustle mode with that energy. But I know that if I work for 3 months straight, right after convention, all the way up to pretty much the deadline to Christmas, I can take a couple weeks off after Christmas and not be worried. So my balance is work my butt off for as hard as I can, long as I can, take advantage of the opportunity during that season. And then my break comes Christmas. And then followed after that is our incentive trip, our passport vacation. So my balance is work. And then I'll take not a month off because I'm still working, but I slow my physical hustle down and enjoy the fruits of the labor, okay? And then kick it back into gear again after the passport vacation. So that's my balance. I try not to balance my day because it can be overwhelming. I just know, for my work week, I work Monday through Friday live. And then the weekend, I put it all together, package it up, ship it out, and I do it again. So that's my balance with that. So I take Saturday and Sunday off from going live, but I'm still working. So balance is one of those things it can be confusing, but just understand it's not equal. But the most important thing that you have to do in your things is take care of you. You have to take care of you. You cannot fill from an empty cup. You've got to pour into your cup and take care of you, boo. Okay? So make sure that's incorporated into your little bit of balance there. Number 12, be grateful. Be grateful. You have an amazing opportunity. You have something that people want. And especially at this time of now, people are kind of, side-eyeing going, side hustle kind of sounds good. A little bit of extra money because I don't know when I'm going to go back to work sounds good. That employment check wasn't not very good. That stimulus package didn't last very long. You know what I'm saying? You have something right now that people want. Be grateful for that. Be grateful for the customers that you have every single day that show up no matter what, even the ones that drive you crazy. And the ones that never do anything but share and tell you that they shared, and they, they come in like cockroaches and they steal all your good stuff. Be grateful, okay? Because there are people out there right now that would love to be in your position. So be grateful. Be grateful that you opened your eyes this morning. Be grateful that you have running water and electricity. And thank you, Jesus, for Wi-Fi and the internet. Be grateful. Have a grateful heart for everything, because when you're thankful and you're grateful and you're appreciative of what you have, guess what happens? You get more. Isn't that exciting? You get more. Okay? Count on it. It's the way the law of attraction works. Okay? 13. We've kind of touched on this a little bit, but you need to have a goal. You cannot score if you do not have a goal. You cannot reach life of the party if you don't have that as your goal and you don't break that down into daily, weekly activities. You cannot get to where you're going on a map if you don't have a destination. Set a goal. Set them up. There's so many different ways you can do goals. Don't overcomplicate it. What are you going to get done today? And do that. And when you get that done, check it off your list. Give yourself that accomplished feeling. And then do the next thing. Check it off your list. Okay? Have a goal. And they can be anything. Show 5 pieces of jewelry today. Show 10 pieces of jewelry today. Sell 5 pieces of jewelry. Connect with 5 new customers today. Connect with 5 new people outside that you've never heard of before. Go patty cake with other people. Set goals and make them measurable, okay? That's a whole good topic that we can go into another time. 15. I think I skipped a number. 13, 14. I did. Okay. Might be off one. Next one, I think, is It's supposed to be 14. Affirmations. We talked about that a little bit ago. Self-talk. What do you tell yourself? What do you feed your mind? What do you put into your thought process every day? If it's not good things, and if it's not, girl, you are amazing. Look at that hair. Look at that hair. Roots are showing. My grays are popping out a little bit. My lashes are a little bit things. You know, I am beautiful. I love me. Okay? Self-talk. Sometimes we gotta, you know, you've heard of pep talks before. Sometimes we gotta give ourselves that pep talk. And I'll be honest with you, the journey that I've had in this company, I don't have an upline. And so there was never been anybody to give me those pep talks in the sense. So I have to give them myself. Learn to clap for yourself. Really. Okay? When you start clapping for yourself, guess what? People are going to hear you. And people are going to start going, good job. Whatever it was you did. And they're going to start clapping with you for whatever reason. Okay? Clap for yourself. All right? 15, work from a weekly plan sheet. You need to set a schedule by the week. Okay? You can do it by the day, but it kind of, if you know ahead of time for the week, don't go by the month. Don't go by 6 months. Set a schedule. Okay? Put in the things, look at your week. Put in the things that you already have going on with life and kids and hubs and whatever. And then find your increments of time. Okay? Put in income producing activities in those income producing times and go to work. And you might be thinking, well, weekly plan sheet don't work for me. Well, no, honey, it's a piece of paper. It's not going to work for you. You got to go to work for it. Make this your boss. Make this your boss. And be like, okay, I got to get this done today. And then when you get that done, check it off. You got to get this done today. Okay, so when you work from a plan of action, you're going to get more accomplished than flying by the seat of your pants. Does that make sense? 16, track your daily activities. Goes hand in hand. Know what you did. Know how many pieces you showed today, perhaps. Know how many times, you know, when you set your goals, that's going to help you track because you're going to have a destination and say, okay, did I show my 5 times or 5 pieces today? Yes. Did I talk to 5 new people? Yes. You know, track those things because when you track and you measure your progress, you're going to see how you're moving. And it's like a train. You got to get it going. You got to, and every is a new income producing activity. And the next thing you know, you're going to be like, okay, choo-choo, and you're going to get going. So track your daily activities, track your plans, set your goals. I mean, this all goes in together, okay? 17, be accountable. Have accountability buddy. If you don't have an accountability buddy, I'm sure you could post in the group, say, hey, I did this today. I'm proud of me. Yay. And somebody's going to be proud of you. If you want to check in with a buddy, an accountability buddy, or your upline or your elite leaders, check in. They're going to want to hear from you. Don't feel like you're bothering them. I get that all the time. I don't want to bother you. No, girl, bother me. I love to be bothered. You know, now don't be a 7-year-old consultant and ask me how to do a basket party. Don't do that. But yes, your upline wants you to bother them and they want you to check in and say, hey, I did this and this and this. What do you suggest? Or what do you think? What do I should, you know, work with them. They're there for you. They get paid to work with you. Okay. Have an accountability buddy. And if it's not your upline and it's your best friend or a new friend that you found within paparazzi, do it and make sure she's going to be accountable back. Don't let her let you off the hook. Okay. Next one, 18, delegate. Girl, you ain't super mom. Get some help. Okay. Now me, I'm an empty nester. My kids are grown and gone and I'm single. But I got this dog and these 2 cats that are climbing all over everything. Okay. So there's nobody to come and help me. I don't have kids to come clean the house or wash dishes or, you know, I don't have a man in the house to do the things. And, it's okay, I don't need one. But get some help. Okay. If you get to a point in your business and the goal is to get to a point in your business where you need an assistant to come in and help you sort orders and do things like that, get to that point. But if you're a one-woman show like me, or if you have real smalls and you can't get them to scrub a toilet, okay? Make sure that you're looking at your weekly plan and put things that are not income producing activities like cleaning the house, running the vacuum, dusting the thing, doing the laundry in times that are not per peak times, okay? So the next time you're elbow deep in a toilet scrubbing them out thinking, I could be talking to a potential right now. Okay, so do the things that are necessary to get done to run the day-to-day in times that are not optimum times to be talking, booking parties, selling, and showing the things. Okay. 19. I mentioned it earlier. If you can't do more, be more. Okay. Do whatever it is that you can. All right. And if your hands are tied and you're struggling and you just don't feel like you can do any more, you can't take any more, take a break. Get your glass of wine, go sit in a tub, tell somebody watch his kids, and go take a time out for yourself, okay? Refill your cup. And, just do the best that you can, all right? Do the best that you can. Number 20, are you ready? This one needs a sheet all of its own. Are you ready? Get your pencil. Work. Go to work. You have the tools. You have everything that you need. You have the support. You have the training. You have 20 new tips. Okay? Go to work. Do the daggone things. Okay? Do all of the, if you put all these actions into place, positive attitude, servanthood, continue to learn and grow, follow up, follow through, bounce back, have character, be excellent in everything that you do, be disciplined, communicate, have vision, bring balance, be grateful, set a goal, post affirmations, work from a weekly plan sheet, track your daily actions, be accountable, delegate, and go to work. That's all you need. That's all you need, okay? Those are things that, it takes time, and it takes time to implement a lot of this stuff. But it's common sense, day-to-day actions. You do a little bit as you can. If you mess up, it's okay. Start over. And you don't have to wait till tomorrow to start over. You can go like Vera from Alice and just wipe your face and go, okay, start over, and just do the things. Okay, there is a lot of opportunity here. There's a lot of money to be made. There's a lot of lives to be changed, including your own. And I'm excited. This is an amazing time for us right now. I hope everybody is taking advantage of people being home. And because I'm gonna tell you what, people were a little worried, but they're still shopping. They are still shopping. And if they're not shopping, they need you to be their entertainment. Okay, I'm gonna look at your all's comments real quick. And I got 5 minutes before I gotta run. So if you have any comments or questions for me, throw them in the comments for me. You're welcome. Oh, gee. I love it. Hard work does pay off. It does pay off. Playing team ball, that's important. It really is. And, you be the consultant that you want to recruit. You be the leader that you wish you had or want to be for your team, okay? Nobody's going to do anything for you. Nobody's going to really, we can help you, but we can't hold your hand and do it for you. It's like doing your kids, you're helping your kids with your homework. You want to try so hard, you want to do it, and you want to figure it out for, to get them through it, but that's not helping them, and that's not teaching them how to do those problems, okay? Yeah. Always be learning, always. Listening, pulling jewelry, yeah. Multitask, and I say don't multitask because you really don't get a lot done when you try to multitask, but things like that, listening. I live out in the country, so it's a drive to get to just about anywhere I need to go. And I'm always listening to something in my car, and there's a lot of training, So I make use of, I turn my car into my office sometimes, and because I travel all over the place, and I listen to training. So always be in learning mode. I went through all of them again. Hope you picked that one up, what number 4 was. 5, I missed. Okay, go back and watch the replay. 9 to 5, trying to listen. Shh, won't tell nobody. The OCD one. That's why we get along. All right. Balance is tough. And it's not something that you're like, okay, I got balance today. You'll know it. Okay. As long as you take 10 minutes to yourself, you know, schedule that. I need a break. And, you know, just one thing you don't want to do is get burnt out. And that's where balance can come into play, where sometimes you have to stop. I don't mean stop, but take a step back, catch your breath. Okay. And then, you know, take a night off. Take the weekend off, but come back like soon, because the longer you're gone, the longer it's going to take for you to get back up. Okay. So take your time, you know, and then come back. Ding. Pep talks. And I mean, Sarah have pep talks all the time. We've had them on the beach. Those are the best ones. Oh, I love you too, Davy Scott. Thank you. We'll meet. When I had my teenagers here, and my daughter's 23, my son's 19. So, you know, they spent their teenage years with me doing this. And I used to do every fair festival within 100 miles from me. So I was working every single weekend, packing everything up, loading the tent, and the whole 9 yards. And they used to help me do that. I mean, I have pictures of them sitting in my Durango with buckets and piles of jewelry sitting on them, driving an hour just to cram it all in the truck, you know. But when things started to be more home-based more than out, I couldn't get them to help me do nothing. Couldn't get them to help me do nothing. You're welcome, guys. You were worried at the beginning of this. Oop, time for my bling break. I'm going to go through. Okay, good. I'm done at the end. I could drive for days. I'll sleep in my car. I don't care. The way convention's looking right now, I'm not sure, because plane tickets are still $400. What the heck? Might be driving across country again. So, okay, I gotta go, guys. Thank y'all for having me on here. If you have any questions or anything like that, I'll come back and check them out afterwards. But I got a show to do, because it's time for my afternoon bling break. Y'all have a great day. I love you, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. And I'll see you at convention. And go do the things. Go to work. All right. Bye, everybody.